Hey friends, today we are going to make some snow globe cookies, so stay tuned. Okay, for this cookie, I think we should do something a little bit different. I think for this one, I want to do a little reflective scene for him. So we are going to treat this like a sky. Whoa, just painted the outside of my cup. That was pretty funny. You guys missed it. Kind of missed the cookie, landed on the cup. Don't ask me why. Every time I work, I turn things sideways. It's like a strange thing that I do. I'm sure some of you might also work on a slant. I hope I'm not the only one. Give him some sky. Again, watch how much water you're using. You don't want to oversaturate your cookie. I might want to create a little bit of purple for this. I don't know. Do I dare? Oh, we got some dark clouds. It's like a storm's rolling in on this one. I'm gonna thin that out a little bit. So just use the water. Give him some gray blue clouds. Like maybe a storm is rolling in or one just rolled by. This side is getting so saturated. So it may start to fall apart over there. Hopefully not. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best, hope for the best. Okay. I love clouds that move like this. Looks so pretty. All right, what are we doing, guys? We're doing some mountains. What are we doing? Let's get some green. I know this is gonna look crazy for a second, but bear with me. We are going to create a look of some mountains. And hopefully my painting doesn't fall apart. Kind of thinking we might have to add some white on top of this one. Hey, maybe we want this to be a little lake down here. So I'm gonna do some reflection action. We're gonna add in some blue down here. We're gonna make this a little lake. Okay. It was bothering me. This cookie's not like perfectly round, and that's completely fine. This is life, my friends. It's not going to be perfect. These are not always going to come out exactly how you want them, and that's okay. Let's give our little trees. These are going to be like more trees in the distance. So we're just kind of laying in some color. Put our little trees. Let's do some big guys over here. bring this guy down a little bit more. The look of trees. I'm just gonna pull up with my brush. This can be some faraway trees. Faraway trees growing. I love doing trees. It's so easy. All I'm doing is pulling up with the brush. These are going to be trees in our distance. Happy little trees, right? That's what Bob Ross would say. Happy little trees. I feel like... Okay, I think I want to switch to my smaller brush. And I also think I want to... Oh, I wish I had my gel paste in a dark green, and I don't. Frustration. That's okay. We will just use some of my regular green and hope for the best. Okay. It's just so funny to watch the colors move when you try to paint with them. Hello, green tree. Give you a friend. It's funny, we're painting on food, but it is, you know, the same way that I would, I mean, not 100% the same way, but it's very similar to the way I would paint on a piece of paper. I would, you know, start by laying in some background and kind of working my way forward. I'm actually going to mix a little bit of my red into my green just to get a really deep color. Oh, so much happier with that color. We're going to go back and do the other side too, because this is a much deeper green. And again, my paintbrush keeps separating, which my bristles are separating. That leads me to believe that I think it's time for me to invest in some new brushes, but it's okay. For now, we're gonna work with what we have. There's no rhyme or reason here, by the way, for these little trees that are kind of growing in the front. Just have fun with your brush, kind of go in an upward direction. These are just little trees that are closer to us. It's kind of like I draw a straight line and then I just kind of wiggle the brush left to right to kind of create the branches. Let's pick up some of that red with green. It's making like a deep green. It's fine if it even has a little bit of a reddish hue because it just warms up the green. That's a really pretty color. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Is this your favorite? I guess if you like mountains, this one would be your favorite. If you like woodland areas, this one's probably going to be your favorite. Now again, these trees are in the distance, so I don't want to give them too much detail. I'm just gonna give the hint of some land happening back here. And we need to have some land happening here because these trees can't be floating, guys. Can't be floating on our water. They need to have some ground. I'm gonna just, this will be like a little floating, I don't know what. Little floating land here. Maybe some sticks or something we'll put here. I'm just gonna flick with the brush in kind of an upward direction. Pretty cool so far. So now we want to give the look of the trees reflecting a little bit in the water. I'm gonna mix a little bit of the green into our blue. And whoa, hello. Watch out for water droplets on your paintbrush because if that drips onto your cookie, we have a serious issue. So let's do a little fun with reflections, shall we? Give the look that some of those dark trees are reflecting in our water. Just a little bit. I mean, you can be very literal and make your reflection super identical to the shape that's in the top, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to do that. Sometimes I like to just give a little hint. This can maybe be a little bit of our mountain reflecting, kind of coming in. I'm pretty happy with it. My only wish in retrospect would be to have left that mountain a little bit more white on the top. I think what I'm going to go back and do is give it the little look of rocks and stuff kind of coming down the mountain. It was just a little too plain for my liking. I'm just going to break it up a little bit, give this guy a little dimension. Just a little. Kind of reminds me of Iceland. I don't know. Never even been to Iceland. Why am I saying that? Just reminds me of a nice lake, guys. It's a nice lake, okay? We got a nice lake. A nice lake scene snow globe. All right, what color should we do down here? What are you guys thinking? Brown? Like it's a wooden base? I say, yeah, let's do brown. I am just literally making a Mod Podge of colors down here, so don't mind me. All right, and remember, we are creating the look of like a wood base. So we don't want it to be so perfect because wood has, you know, a grain to it. So you want kind of little nuances and horizontal lines to happen, because if it's wood, you're gonna have those. You are going to have some little lines and stuff in it. My gosh, I can't tell. Half the time I think I'm totally making things crooked. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing because I can't see the camera. Down here in the trenches, guys, I can't see what's going on up top. All right, what do we think? Call it a day? I think we're done. All done. Done, done, done. Hope you guys liked it.